Thanks for joining 2K Sports for NBA action this Sunday afternoon. And tonight, we've got the Philadelphia 76ers playing against the Detroit Pistons. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark. Grant, you think it's too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, B.A., yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Then there's Holland. Then there's Miles Turner.
And Embiid has this shot in his bag. He's confident from that area.
Here's Ivy. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Bailey. The rebound by Detroit. Here's Holland to the inside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Detroit shooting their first free throw this game. And just about a minute into this first quarter. And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Tyronn Lue.
We talked about this matchup here tonight, specifically what his team wants to do against Miles Turner. Coach told me we need to push him out of the paint whenever we can and make him a jump shooter and live with those results. If we can do that, I think we'll be in great shape. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Pass to Turner. To the paint. And there's Cunningham on the assist by Turner.
And I love the energy from Cunningham inside. Push to get the bucket.
Here's McCain. Here's Embiid. Can they get it? No good there. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
And it's Cunningham missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Bailey. Fires from the wing. Jump shot is good.
George continuing to become a better passer. That's one area that's clearly improved over his career.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Down low. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Everyone, your center, PHI.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's McCain. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. George's shot is off. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's a 5-point game. Hammers the lob through.
Good intelligent basketball on the part of Turner there. Assists like that will make the defense think twice about how they're going to defend him.
Pass to McCain. It's George on the wing. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Here's McCain. Ivy defends. And stolen by Cunningham. And now the Pistons in transition. Oh, deflected. Here's Bailey. He's watched by Cunningham. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
He hits the second from the line. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Holland. He's scoreless.
76ers foul.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Bailey, the pass to Embiid. Shot from the wing. Holland with the rebound.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
Going inside. The shot's good.
They're really working the paint now.
76ers trail by 10. George passes to Bailey. To the middle. A nice shot by McCain.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Ivy passes to Cunningham. There's a screen by Turner. Goes up on the wing. Count that bucket.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Pass to McCain. Up top, Embiid. Inside. And that one's good.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Cunningham outside. Throws it up high. Up high. And down it goes on the lob.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Man, the pass to George. Here's McCain. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. McCain's got 5 points.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
There's a screen by Turner. Pass to Holland. Hey, puts up a 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Bailey, the pass to man. 6 on the shot clock. Let's go with a 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. The Pistons lead by 10. Ivy outside. Cunningham outside. There's the 3. And McCain pulls it down. With some arc. The shot no good. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Ivy. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Philadelphia making a change here. Beasley's checked in.
76ers, DET.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Thunderous throwdown that time from Joel Embiid.
The Pistons lead by 10. You know, Malik Beasley, there are times he comes into a game and just lights it up, Clark.
Yeah, he's got the ability to score in bunches, B.A. When he's feeling it, he's unstoppable at times. He's got a deep bag, a lot of confidence, and a lot of game.
Outside man. Pass to Bailey. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Man's got 5 now.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Turner, a screen on Beasley. Here's Holland, and he drives in, and he jams it home with authority.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Embiid. Oh, and Turner with a block.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner. Hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. Martin, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Hardaway comes in for man. Embiid against Wagner. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Mo Wagner.
Like to see Embiid finishing like that. Not afraid to get physical, not backing away from the contact while being fouled.
Caruso, he's checked in for the Pistons. Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch, his footwork, and the fact that he scores at all 3 levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So, at his size, most would like to see him attack the rim more, but I still marvel at his versatility as a scorer.
Here's Sasser. Here's Omarui. And he banks in the layup. And the Pistons lead by 12.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's McCain. Embiid. The Pistons clear it.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
And here's Cunningham. His scoring sits at around 31 a game, an impressive number. There's the drive. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
The ferocious finish. Love watching Cunningham use his size and athleticism on the drive.
Here's McCain. He has 7. Pass to Hardaway. Martin up top. Here's McCain. Sasser defending. Back to Martin. 3 on the clock. No good on the triple.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Sasser. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
1:49 left in the first quarter. Outside man. Philadelphia with another miss.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Caruso with it. Martin picks him up. Back to Caruso. The 3. Counted from distance.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's Mann. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Mann's got 7 points in the game.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Wagner with a screen on Martin. Kicks it out to Wagner. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
For three, Hardaway knocks down the triple.
You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
Now here's Sasser. He's guarded by Mann. Fader on the way. Hardaway grabs the board. 76ers trail by 12. Wagner with a steal. Here's Sasser. He's guarded by Mann. The fadeaway. The shot misses. Outside Hardaway. He's off on the layup. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Detroit on top. They lead by 12. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Pistons here, guys.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Tim Hardaway is out there with Caleb Martin. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then there's Trey Mann. And it's Bona in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Detroit leading by 12. There's a screen. Into the lane. Chalk up 2 there.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Outside Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. The rebound by Detroit.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Fades back. And it's Bona with a rebound. 76ers trail by 14. It's Beasley on the wing, defended by Wagner. Pass to Bona. Shoots over Caruso. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Smart pass there by Beasley. He spots a guy with a better shot and doesn't hesitate to get him the ball.
Fades and shoots. And he makes it. 11 points in the game.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Martin outside. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
The 76ers making a switch here. George is checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Barnes is checked in. And it's all from three-point range. 76ers trail by 14. George outside. It's stolen by Barnes. Sasser left side. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. The three from Barnes. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Everybody out there. Now coming on the court, your Sixers DET. Let me hear you make noise.
Minutes of action thus far in the second. Pass to man. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Man's got 9.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
They set the pick. Sasser with the ball. Guarded now by George. Detroit shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
First team foul.
First free throw is good. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Up top man, Sasser defending. Pass to George. Now Hardaway. He's guarded by Barnes. Three-pointer, no good. The Pistons lead by 17. Now here's Sasser. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Here's Wagner. The rebound by Beasley. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. For 3, George, after missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
They set a pick. Sasser with the ball. Guarded now by George. Out to the right wing. Back to Sasser. 4 on the clock. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Philadelphia ball.
Now here's man. Defense is right there. Pass to Embiid. Down low. Up again. Ooh, nasty putback from Embiid.
Hey, and when you neglect to box Embiid out, you pay the price. His athleticism, impressive.
Beasley against Caruso. The fader. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in the game. What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid. Named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer. Allen Iverson back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable. Nobody could stop him. He was virtually unguardable.
76ers trail by 12. Outside Hardaway. Back to man. George outside. Clock at 6. Lets a floater go. Rebounded by the Pistons. 17 points was their biggest margin. Barnes with a screen on George. Takes it inside, and he dunks it down.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's man. Sasser defending. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Oh, putting in the work. Embiid finishes inside.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
The 76ers have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Man, the pass to Embiid. No good on the three. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Detroit. They lead by 14. Sasser outside. Fade away. And that's good. Off the glass that time. He's got 17.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Here's man. Tipped away. Out of bounds. It'll be Pistons ball. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Turner, he's checked in for Wagner. Holland comes in for Barnes. Ivy's checked in for Caruso. And Cunningham subbed in for Sasser. There's a screen by Turner. With the drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Martin outside to the inside. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
The Pistons lead by 16. Now Ivy. 6 points for him.
Yeah, this is the attention Ivy draws from defenses. Forces them to be overly aggressive.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws. And 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Beasley with it. No points yet. Nice move. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I like whenever Beasley attacks the defense inside like that because it forces them to react.
Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That's good from Beasley. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Beasley hits them both.
And Beasley, his responsibility is to score the basketball and help space the floor with his outside shooting.
Ivy against Beasley. There's Cunningham with a 3. The rebound by Embiid. 76ers trail by 16. George outside. Pass to McCain. Beasley for 3. Drills it from deep. Beasley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You got to expect Beasley to put these shots up. He's an effective shooter from range.
Cunningham outside. Launches it. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Beasley for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. They led by as many as 18. Ivy outside to the right side. There's a screen by Turner. Beyond the arc. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Here's McCain. He's got 9. Beasley outside from the arc. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
How about Beasley coming right back with a 3-ball of his own?
They set the pick. Here's Cunningham. Smooth drive by Cunningham.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Inside. Here's Beasley. Ivy with the defensive effort. Detroit leading by 15. Drives to the hoop. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
With his physical gifts, Ivy is so strong driving it to the rim. I mean, just forces the issue.
Bailey's checked in for Philadelphia. Mann comes in for Beasley. Good on the second one. Philadelphia's gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Pass to Bailey. Here's McCain. Outside man. 6 to shoot. Cunningham with some nice D.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Cutting apart the defense on the drive. Cunningham's skilled at getting to the cup.
Outside man. Here's McCain. Ivy defends. Here's Bailey. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. There's a screen by Turner. Pass to Ivy. Fires for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists in the game.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Here's Bailey. Will it go? Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. For 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons. A huge 24-point lead for them. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Detroit Pistons.
Hey, these guys are a bunch of artists, man. You know why? They live for the paint.
Oh, that joke was weak, but their play style is Diesel approved.
I wouldn't say the joke was weak, it just needed a capper. And there's more NBA. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And the Pistons with possession here. And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Then there's Miles Turner. Then there's Holland.
Adjustment. Time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Pass to McCain. Here's Bailey. Basket counts. Bailey's got 5 now.
What a display of skill. The defense was solid, but he finds a way.
There's a screen by Turner. Cunningham drives in. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Detroit.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency. Both ends and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Pass to Bailey. And there's the screen. Here's McCain. Ivy defends. Kicks it to George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Fades away. Again, the Pistons score.
They haven't missed a beat coming out of the locker room. A perfect 4 for 4.
George outside. Outside man. To halt the run. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
Power it home!
Oh, wow!
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Pass to Bailey. Takes a 3. The rebound by Detroit. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Holland. He's got 11. On the take. Ooh, nice D from George.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Here's Bailey. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
No good on the second free throw. He gets it in there. Embiid's got 11 points.
Boxing out Embiid has to be a focal point for them, or else he'll continue to eat them up on the offensive glass.
There's a screen by Turner. Here's Ivy driving inside. It's blocked. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over.
Let's give a big round of applause for your Sixers, DET.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Pass to Embiid. Fires from 14. The rebound by Detroit.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
There's a screen by Turner. Ivy with the ball. There's the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. 15 points in the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's McCain. Ivy defends. Back to Embiid. Pass to Bailey. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go. It's good from about 19 feet. Bailey's got 5 points in the quarter. The Pistons have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. There's a screen by Turner. Cunningham with the ball. Picked up by Embiid. And that one's good. Cunningham.
Yeah, what a massive showing from Cade Cunningham. It's been really a treat to watch.
And here's George. He's got 5. Here's Mann. Off target from outside.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Pass to Holland. To the paint. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Holland's got 13 now.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Bailey. Back to Embiid. Here's McCain. Ivy defends. Stolen by Ivy. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Holland. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
I love it. I mean, great ball movement by Ivy.
Here's McCain. Ivy defends. Back to Mann. From downtown. And Ivy pulls it down.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to go on Paul George. Beasley's checked in for George. And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Here's Mann. 12 points for him. Pass to Bailey. Now here's Mann. Guarded closely to stop the run. Philadelphia with another miss.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Now here's Sasser. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Here's Mann. Pass to Beasley. Back to Mann. Five to shoot. And a nice finish on the layup. Mann's got 14 points.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Sasser outside. There's a screen. Driving in. Three-pointer. He buries it from 3. He's got 38.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Pass to Mann. Ooh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
Strong performance from him. But he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Wagner with a screen. Wagner on the wing. No one near him. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Bailey. Back to Embiid. Launches a three. Drops in the three. Man's got 19 points.
He's taking what he can get here, has a 3 in each half.
Wagner with a screen.
76ers foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pistons.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
You've also got to commend them for how they've attacked the basket. They've been aggressive. They've not settled and have consistently gone at the rim.
Shamet, he's checked in for the Pistons. Pass to Bailey. Here's McCain. Jacks up a three. And the 76ers another three.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Can't hit from the elbow. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Bailey. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Wagner with a screen. Fires it from 18. And that one drops for him.
Well, he's filling it up right now. Getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Outside man. Up top Beasley. Shoots. Rebounded by the Pistons. Wagner with a screen. Unloads from 13. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Here's McCain. 12 points for him. Pass to Bailey. Beasley outside. Here's man. Three-pointer off the mark. Well, Detroit's shooting 69%. I think they're even surprising themselves out there. Off with the layup. That's tipped to the middle.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Pass to McCain. And here's Embiid over Wagner. Embiid, good. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
Love the confidence from Joel. He gets the ball and knows exactly what he's going to do with it before he gets it.
They set the screen. Down low. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Here's man. No good from outside.
He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
Hits yet again. Wow. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
.29 seconds left in the third. Pass to Bona. Hardaway on the wing. And there's the drive. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
And there's a pick. That one falls.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
George for three. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Detroit Pistons, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Back to the game after this break. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. George and Martin looking to produce at the forward spots. Malik. Beasley is out there with Tim Hardaway, and it's Embiid in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Good work in deep from George that time. He's far more than just a perimeter threat.
To the middle. Here's Omarui. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
And force feeding the ball. All inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Beasley outside. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Lets the 3 fly. On target from range.
Yeah, that's like a layup to Hardaway at this point in his career.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by George.
Beasley bouncing off the defense there and finding a way to still finish, making it look effortless.
Wagner with a screen on Hardaway. Here's Sasser. Yes, it's good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Outside Hardaway, 14 feet away. Here's Embiid. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Embiid, such a monster on the inside. He puts a lot of pressure on him.
Sasser with the ball. Picked up by Embiid. Sasser can't hit.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Inside. And a powerful one-handed slam.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
The Pistons have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. There's a screen. Pass to Wagner. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Caruso. Now here's Sasser. Defended by Hardaway. Omarui. The pass to Wagner. The wide open shot is on the money. Wagner's got his first points of the game.
Shooting in rhythm. Wagner practices these shots all the time.
Here's Hardaway. It's rebounded by Wagner. For Detroit, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
To the inside. Here's Martin. The rebound by Detroit. Wagner's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Wagner with a screen on Hardaway. To the paint. And it's Wagner missing.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
Here's Martin. Banked it in off the glass. Martin's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, and Hardaway isn't known for his passing, but he'll find you when you're open.
Now Sasser. Wagner with a screen on Hardaway. Kicks it out to Wagner. Back to Sasser. Just 5 to shoot. Wagner outside from behind the arc. Again, Wagner missing. The 76ers have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. George finds Martin. Now here's Embiid. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Once he gets that low, there's nothing you can do about it. Embiid is a major handful inside.
Wagner with a screen on Hardaway. Over to the left wing. Knocks it down from distance.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
George scanning the floor. Oh, trying his luck from deep. The rebound by Omarui. The Pistons have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Here's the pick. Pass to Caruso. Off the mark there with a 3.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Hardaway, the pass to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
Wagner with a screen on Hardaway. Sasser with the ball. Beasley covers. 2 points. That one goes. Wagner's gotten 4 this quarter.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
George with it. Takes the 3. The rebound by Detroit. Wagner's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And here's Caruso. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
The 76ers have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Embiid. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Wagner finds Caruso. Here's Omarui. That 3's off the mark. Now here's Beasley. They swipe it. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Wagner with a screen on Beasley. Back to Wagner. Fires the 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Beasley. Outside Hardaway. Embiid passes to George. And George with the jam.
Look, in deference to his age, he's not going to throw it down like he used to, but PG can still rock that rim.
Detroit calls timeout.
Here they come. Lifestyle applause for your 76ers team.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
We saw outstanding focus and really good energy from him all the minutes he was on the floor. He was determined to make an impact every time he touched the ball, and he did just that. Guys on both squads could learn a lot from what he did here tonight.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. Detroit has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Turner. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Does a nice job at capitalizing in the screen and roll. I mean, Turner's IQ and size. Tough to contain when he's rolled into the basket.
Here's Embiid. The rebound by Turner.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Outside man, pass to Embiid. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan, without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Holland, and he goes in for the dunk.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Man, misses.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Barnes a screen. Here's Holland. He takes it in. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Three-pointer Embiid. Pure from three-point range. Embiid's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Embiid with a major contribution thus far. He's a guy that can carry his team.
He's guarded by man. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that.
I certainly hope not.
Pass to McCain. Now here's Embiid. Turner covers. Shot from 16. And the shot falls short that time.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Detroit calls timeout. They're on top by 40.
Let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Pistons.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Man, the pass to Bailey. Here's McCain. And the 76ers another three.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
And 101 left in the game. Outside Barnes. They set a pick. A shot from the mid-range. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
George outside. Pass to Bailey. On the wing man. Three-pointer. Here's Embiid. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Kicks it out to Barnes. No good with the triple. Bailey, the pass to man. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.